That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Well, I like Magic doing his work inside. The close range look. Smart play that time by the Magic.
Jokic draws the double. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
That's exactly what you want the offense to produce. A high percentage look for Jokic.
And stolen by Love. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Personal foul.
Jokic has such a great basketball IQ, and his creativity is off the charts. He's capable of a triple-double just about every game.
Hey, Clark, one stat where Jokic is consistently dominant, of course, is rebound.
Well, he does everything well, but you're right. Season after season, game after game, Kevin, he is eating that glass. He stays near the top of that particular statistic. And he knows games are won and lost on the boards, and he wants to be able to contribute in that way. But he is a brilliant player, not just a rebound.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Here's Orlando now. In the corner, it's Bridges. Johnson outside. Johnson down low. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Jokic. Bosh with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, Magic is simply that good and that smooth. Even while being fouled, he gets it up and down.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
And coach had nothing but praise for his players, saying, they've done everything I've asked. They put in the extra work in practice, trying to turn their weaknesses into strengths. That's showing up in the win column. As a coach, Kevin, it's probably the best you can ask for. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Jokic. And Love has it in the corner. Down low. Here's Jokic. Will it go? That's in there. Love with the assist. Jokic has got 5 now.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Jokic. Love outside. Buries it from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
To the paint. No good from Bosh.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Bridges left side. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Terrific feed that time by Johnson. The moment he sees he's got an open option, he makes the pass.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
One more time for your Timberwolves dancer.
Timberwolves trailed by 7. Williams in the post. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Count that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Applied by Bosch. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The defense trying to make it tough for Bosch, but to Chris's credit, he stays focused on this shot.
Good on both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And here is Williams. To the left wing. Here's Reed. No good from outside. Magic leading by 7. And it's McCollum in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Johnson can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's McCollum. He's been producing a fair amount of offense 9 in and 9 out as he's averaging 14 points a game. On the wing, Williams. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Johnson outside.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And so it's Orlando.
The Magic, 29.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Outside Bosch. Bosch has got 11 points.
Just going to work on the interior. Bosch is all about taking these high percentage shots.
Pass to Jokic. Now here's Bay. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Magic substitution. Magic Johnson.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Magic doing a little self-serve, going vertical on him.
Timberwolves trailed by 16. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Minnesota with it.
Timeout call.
Minnesota calls timeout. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Jokic with it. 5 points in the game. And Jokic throws it down.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
And the foul on Magic Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Pass to Jokic. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Jokic just got 9.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Magic leading by 12. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Bosh, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
And so Bosh nails both of them. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jokic draws the double. Kicks it out to Love. And here's Bay. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Elite at moving the ball. Jokic is one of the best passers in the league, regardless of position. No doubt he's the best 5-man passer for sure.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Of right side. Pass to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. A fader. Unable to get that one. And Orlando will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Minnesota again turning it over. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. On the wing, Bridges. Here's McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Bridges shot. Good.
3 points.
Bridges got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
Love, no luck.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Johnson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Magic showing you the stick-to-itiveness with that play, chasing down the rebound to make sure they convert.
Minnesota calls timeout. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Timberwolves trailed by 19. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And the foul on Magic Johnson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Orlando on D. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And here is Conley. He's guarded by McCollum. 4 on the clock. They need this one. It's rebounded by Bosch. And it's the Magic's ball. Out to the right wing. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. No good with the triple.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. And from second rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Took him no time at all on that one. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Jokic. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Boy, I so enjoy watching Jokic play. I mean, really enjoying him tonight, scoring a bunch of points, and his offensive game is just a beautiful thing to behold.
Richards. Three-pointer, Heel. Hits it from three-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Jokic. Another shot. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Now here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to O'Neal. Here's Richards. And it's off the back rim. No good. Now here's Jokic.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And he launches it from deep. No good on the last second attempt there.
And say whatever you want about Love's defense, but he's not going to be short on hustle. Getting out and getting a hand up.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 17.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
O'Neal misses. Minnesota with the ball. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the right side. Bay wide open, and he fires. His three-pointer's off the mark. Orlando leading by 14. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Bridges. A 3. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Bridges got 8 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now Johnson. Beyond the arc. Bridges misses. Now Jokic. He's got 24. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
And the Timberwolves call time. In the corner, it's Bain. Pass to Bay. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Magic. 22 is their biggest lead. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And, Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. Here's Jokic. That one's off. Still out of sync. Fires from 14. Here's Bosch. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bosch has got 20.
Look, when you're defending Bosch, I think you got to get your body into him and on him. Box him out on the misses, or he'll do what he just did there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Orlando with the ball. McCollum outside. On the wing, Bridges. Three-pointer, Markkanen. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Greg, you've been talking about the best conditioned players in the league, and Miles Bridges is right up there.
Yeah, Miles second in total minutes played during the 21-22 campaign. Only Mikal Bridges, no relation, played more.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Timberwolves. And he makes that one.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Bridges outside. Love trying to break loose. And that's good. Miles Bridges for three.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 12 points in just the second half.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
On the wing, Bridges. And it's Bosh at the elbow. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And here's McCollum for three. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Bridges, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Bridges got 19 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 31.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Healed outside. No good on the triple.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Jokic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And the second free throw, good. Orlando leading by 23. Johnson wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside.
3 points.
Johnson's got 18 points in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Johnson, good.
Calling his own number night. Magic has been feeling it, and he's delivered.
Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Magic. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Picked his pocket. To the left side wing. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 36.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
It's been all about Miles Bridges for the Magic. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting.
The Magic,
Real
79.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Orlando leading by 23. A three ball. And no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Hield. Johnson left side. The rebound by Kevin Love. Here's Jokic. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making six figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting. And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
From downtown, back to Jokic. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Magic. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Bridges. Bay pulls it in. And here's Jokic outside. Bridges with the board.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's Jokic. No good on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. 3-on-3.
Well, it's so good to see players like Bridges improving season to season. You can tell he's putting the time and work in.
The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And two cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Three-pointer, Markkanen.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Over to the left wing. Jokic inside. Count it. Jokic has got 40 points. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Richards. Pass to Hield. Here's Johnson. Markkanen from outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Jokic with it. Jokic draws the double. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Johnson.
Minnesota foul.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
At the line for the Magic.
And he makes the first.
Magic Johnson.
We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, the combination of size, speed, and length that Johnson has, really pretty unique for a point guard.
And it's Jokic missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Pass to Bridges. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Bridges got 30.
Flipping the switch right now. There's no stopping Miles Bridges. He knows it, and his teammates do too.
Markkanen inside the line. Great positioning on the putback.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now Jokic. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Unloads. Kicks it out to Love. Knocks down the three ball.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
You got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
From deep, Johnson. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
.130 left to play here in the fourth. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bosch. Again, the Magic score.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And a one-sided season series this has been. In the final game of the year between these two, they end up doing everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Timberwolves.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Miles Bridges.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Deflects the pass. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Jokic. Can they get it? Bosch grabs the miss. Bridges for 3. Misses the shot. And so it's Orlando.